Welcome to 5 Minutes with Grey Hair Dave. He has grey hair and he has a grey beard and he also wears glasses, like the guy in the artwork. Oh, and the guy in the artwork is better looking. Now, tariff-free, here is Grey Hair Dave.
Yes, everybody. Hello. Welcome back to 5 Minutes with Grey Hair Dave. Yes, we are back and we are in action. So, what's new with you folks, huh? I tell you, before I forget, don't let me forget, that was 11labs.io, spelled ELEVENLABS.io. I'm also videotaping this at the same time, folks. So, here we go. I just hit the record button on the video. I'm going to edit the video. I'm going to get better at that. So, with 11labs.io, there's a lot that you can really do with it. 11labs.io, you can train it to use your voice. You can train it to do all kinds of things for you, which are really, really cool. Go and try it at 11labs.io. See what you think. Use the affiliate link that I put in the show notes so you can click on that if you like it and you subscribe or you buy whatever you buy. I get an affiliate payout, as it were. Okay. And I think that would be cool if you wouldn't mind. What did you think of episode 200? I thought it turned out okay. I thought about it afterwards. And of course, there's always Monday morning quarterbacking. And, you know, that's Monday morning quarterbacking can be good and bad, right? It can be good and bad. So I was happy with most of it. I could have gone into more detail about some of the things that we are planning here. And I say we. When I say we, I always mean me. Because it's just me here right now. Eventually, and I do have plans for eventually, I am going to get an assistant. Now, that assistant to begin with is going to be AI, but I'm also going to need somebody who speaks fluent Spanish and English to help me out eventually. Not today, not tomorrow, not this month, but hopefully soon, so that with the Grey Hair Day project, I can help everybody here in Florida, the Spanish speaking, the non-Spanish speaking. Okay. I don't want to limit it to anybody's language. I want to be able to help everybody. So that was one of my big intentions with episode 200, in a sense. Also wanted to let you know what was going on and the things that I'd accomplished and the things that were from the past. What was going on with me and AI. Let's get into this a little bit more. Let's get me out of the way. See, I normally talk about me a little bit and what's going on. I went to my doctor again today, my foot doctor, and told him what was going on. Because it's weird. At work, I walk about 2.5 miles a day. And I'm standing all day long, except for when I'm on break. And at the end of the day, boy, I hurt. And at the end of the day, on the second day, I hurt. And on the end of the day, at the third day, boy, it hurts. And every day for about an hour and a half before I leave, it feels like my foot is just ballooning up inside my shoe. It feels that way. I don't take my shoe off to find out because I'm afraid I won't be able to get it back in. So I don't do that. But by the time I got home every day, I take my shoe off and it looked pretty good. It looked normal-ish. So I told him that, and he said, well, let's get an MRI and see what happens, what's going on in there. Because he says your foot is strong. I said, it feels strong. But I'm going to keep working. But now he wants me to wear my foot brace, all the time. So that's going to be different. Because I normally don't wear it around the house. But I guess I'm going to have to start. And that's what's going on there. I tried to book an MRI appointment, and it's not till next month. It's like 5 weeks from now. It's busy. I mean, they're busy. They got everything else going on. So there's that. I also wanted to change subjects now and go back to the AI. I was listening to a podcast last week with, it was Ask the Podcast Coach. And they had a guest host in for Jim. If you've ever listened to it, Jim is the co-host on Ask the Podcast Coach with Dave Jackson. And his last name is just blowing me right over my head. I can't remember what it is. Anyway, they had somebody sit in for him because he had to take the day off. And he and Dave were talking about their podcast artwork and how he gets it done. He has made, and he's gone into ChatGPT, put a picture in there of himself and a few other people that, he'll put somebody new in every week. And he will then add his transcript to that, ask ChatGPT to make a podcast artwork cover, and Apple specs got to be 3,000 by 3,000, 1,400 by 1,400 pixels, and all that fun stuff. He puts all that in there, and he tells ChatGPT to make cover art. And he wants it to be, he puts it in there as make it Pixar-like. So his characters come out really pretty good. And then what he does for himself is he made himself a model sheet in ChatGPT. Well, I've got a caricature of me that I had one of the AIs make. And unfortunately, it had the SeaWorld logo on it. I didn't care. I wanted to see what it would do. So I said, please make, out of this photo, or this photo right here, make me a model sheet. And that's what it's called, a model sheet. And he did. It did. So what it came back with is, and I'm going to go over here, and I want you to see what it looks like. I just said, this is the original model, not the original. The original had SeaWorld on it. I asked it to change the logo to just say Gray Hair Dave, because I was wearing a hoodie and a 3/4 zip-up hoodie. And it did. It made this really, really cool looking page where it's got me standing up, 4 different views. It's got a picture, of my eyes with my glasses on, a color of the glasses. It's got color of the hair, and they made it really wavy and thick, which was cool. It's got all my other equipment in there. My coffee cup, which I don't drink coffee, but I don't care. The whole thing just looks really cool. And then what you do with that, once you're done, is you then go back and ask it to use out of that. You ask it to, now it'll take that and use that model sheet to formulate what it comes up with the transcript. How cool is that? Really. And it's really cool. And if you have guests, they'll put different guests in there. They'll put different things. Let's just say you're talking about cars today. It'll put you standing there with a car, folks, excuse me, lawnmowers. Going to be right back. Sorry for the delay. Now we're going to challenge my editing skills on both audio and video. But it's really, really cool. And this is all done through ChatGPT. I'm going to try it also with one of the other AIs. That's not Sonnery. There's a bunch of new ones that have come out lately, but it's HeyGen. I want to try this thing with HeyGen because it'll make supposedly videos out of this stuff, or use that model sheet to make a video out of what I'm doing here. Maybe like for shorts or something on YouTube. So that's what's going on with me and AI. I am excited about this one. Now, I do want to tell you, if you, and I know that this recording is a little longer than we might want to go normally, But I want you to think about what you're doing with your AI. And remember, if you're making, let's just say you're making a book and you're having AI do it for you, because it'll write a book for you, tell it what you want to know or what you want to talk about, tell you the basic topics, and it'll write it for you and you can get it printed. Please don't do that. Go through it, make it your own, use it as, and we've talked about this, it needs to be AI, assisted intelligence. It's there like a virtual assistant for you with many, many, many more benefits. Just all I'm saying. But be careful with AI out there that you don't get in trouble and do something that you can't take back. Okay? So always, always, always check over whatever material you're using, you're putting out there. If you're putting it out into the world on YouTube, Reddit, Substack, LinkedIn, your website, read it 2 or 3 times, first of all, to make sure the spelling's right. Remember, nobody delves into anything anymore, except maybe lawyers. Take the delves out. Take the deep dive stuff out. Put your words in there. Make it yours. Use that as the template to go through and make it yours. So I've told you before, with AI, I use AI in Captivate to do the show notes. It will create 5 or 6 possible names for me to look at. It'll create show transcript. It'll do show descriptions. It'll do chapters if I want. It will do. It will insert dynamically inserted ads, like the ones for my merchandise, things like that. But I go in there every time because, first of all, and it's finally learned how I spell gray. Most people spell gray, Gray. Well, I'm a completely different kind of a person, so I spell gray, Grey, because it's still correct. It is. It's still correct. So check it over. Make sure you're doing it right. Go through it once or twice before you do it. Then try this if you're a podcaster. Send it over to ChatGPT. Tell them, show them a picture of who you are. Tell them, here's the transcript. Come up with artwork for this particular episode, or for this particular chapter, because you can do chapter artwork on just about all the podcast hosts. So anyways, I know I'm talking long here. We're already too long. Talking about podcasting, though, do you want to be a podcaster? Have you thought about podcasting? Thinking, wow, I could do that. Gray-haired Dave can do that. I can do that. You can. Contact me either at 5minuteswithgrayhairdave.com. That's the number 5minuteswithgrayhairdave.com. Or, and then you can go to the contact me page, or there's a little microphone down there in the bottom. That'll send me a voicemail. You can go to grayhairproductions.com also. If you're interested, be glad to help you. Be glad to guide you. If you'd like my book, it's only 1 or 2 more weeks left before I'm going to put a lid on it and start selling, because I've already got the book PDF ready for making it sellable. Also, folks, if you're out and about today, or you're talking to somebody who doesn't know what a podcast is, do me a favor. Do all the podcasters a favor, will you? Show them how to find it on their phone. You show them how to find it. You show them what genres there are. And then use 5 minutes with Gray Hair Dave as the example. So here, use this. And then you put it in there and show them how to follow and subscribe, whichever version it gives them. And then you can make all of us happy and make them happy, because I have something else to do. Also, folks, if you're out and about today and you run into somebody who may not be having a bad day, maybe has a frown on their face, smile at them, say hi. Hope you're having a great day. You're going to make their day, which will in turn make yours. Hey, folks, Future Dave here. I did want to tell you that, and I do apologize for this. As I'm editing this, I am seeing why you only want to do one thing at a time. Do the podcast or do a video. One or the other, because all this jumbling up and back and forth doesn't sound good. So I apologize for the edits that had to be made because I was trying to do two things at one time. This will show you it don't work very well, especially when you're recording a video and an audio. So, sorry this one's a little jumbled up, but you're getting the picture here because next week, this whole thing is going to be done on Ecamm Live. Now, Ecamm Live is the program I'm using to record this, but you can do a lot of things with Ecamm Live, but I'm also recording the audio and the video. I'll be able to show you the video going on in the background, or the audio, the DAW that I'm using. All that stuff's next week. So until then, you have a great week, have a great weekend, and I will talk to you next week. Bye-bye. Hey folks, it's Gray Hair Dave just popping in to say, hey, I have a new merchandise shop. That's right. If you go to my website, 5minuteswithgrayhairdave.com, and you click on the merchandise tab, it'll take you to a page that says, click here for merchandise. And then it's got a little photo of some of the items that I do have in the shop. I hope that you do go there. I hope you do look at it. And if you are so inclined, I hope you do buy something. If you do, I will make some money on this because this is something that I am adding to all of my websites so that I can make a little extra money and help out with the costs of this program and all my programs that I do. But anyways, thanks for listening, and I will talk to you again soon. Don't forget, 5minuteswithgrayhairdave.com. Go to the merchandise page. Thanks. Bye.